Let us see what EFT is all about. EFT is Emotional Freedom Technique, and it is a practice in which we tap lightly at certain points, 9 points in the body to be precise. And this comes from Gary Craig, who developed this whole technique and this whole system around the year 1995. Now, in this practice, what happens is that the body has 12 major meridians and 8 additional meridians. So, what is a meridian? A meridian is an invisible line of energy, and these meridians, 12 and 8, they run in the body and they have a crisscross kind of a pattern. So there are certain points at which, when we tap, the energy there loosens up, it gets transformed, and it is very, very helpful for any kind of physical problem, emotional problem, or any other problem. That doesn't mean that if we are on medication of some kind, we should give that up and just depend on this. But yes, this practice by itself is very, very helpful. And if we do it consistently over a period of time, let us say we practice this for 90 days, when we take up one major issue or one major thing, one major problem that is bothering us. It could be migraine headaches, it could be a feeling of depression, it could be an unwillingness to let go of anger, it could be an inability to express anger, it could be weight loss, it could be anything. We are feeling frightened, we are feeling confused, we are not feeling okay, we are feeling guilt or shame, no matter what it is. If we just keep that issue in mind, and if we make a few statements around that issue, and we finally come to a place of acknowledging that yes, we feel all these bad emotions, but we are willing to acknowledge those emotions, and we are also willing to see that we need to make a change, an internal change in the emotions, then this technique absolutely works. So now let us look at the 9 points. This is known as the karate chop. This is the side of the hand. And this is that part of the hand, the side of the hand. If we were to give a hard hit, on something, the part that we would use, this is the fleshy part. That is the karate chop. And it could be, you could use either hand. For instance, I use my right hand, and so now with the 4 fingers of my right hand, I would tap on this karate chop, and I would make those statements at least 3 times. This is known as the setup statement, in which we say, although I'm this, although I'm that, I still choose to love and accept myself. So if you're able to do it 9 times, wonderful. The whole statement, there may be 2 or 3 all those within one statement. But if you can make that whole thing, even if the words are different, you don't need to learn a script. You can just do it as and when you please. And so if you make that setup statement 3 times, so this is point one. This is point one. And the next point would be top of the eye with 1 finger, with 2 fingers. And now the other statements that we will make, they are called reminder statements. So this is the second point, above the eye. Third point, side of the eye, either eye, it doesn't matter. If we are using this hand, it could be this, it's okay. This is the third point. Under the eye is the fourth point. Under the nose is the fifth point. Then on the chin is the sixth point. Then where the two collarbones, the collarbones meet, that point. If you're wearing something and I tap on top of it, it doesn't matter, because the pressure of that will fall anyway. So this is the seventh point. And then just below the armpit, a couple of inches below the armpit, that is the eighth point. And then top of the head in a circular motion, we tap this way. So when we do this, then whatever energy it is that is holding us back, somehow we allow that to free itself up. It is recommended that you do this tapping for 90 days at a stretch. And if possible, if it's a chronic issue or something major, if it's an emotional issue that just refuses to go away, then it is even advisable to do it 3 times a day over a period of 90 days. And you will most certainly feel relief if you are consistent with the practice. And so I urge you to try this for a variety of issues. I'll be putting a number of videos for various issues. If you're on medication of any kind, please don't give that up. Just do this along with whatever medication you are taking. That's perfectly okay. You will certainly find relief, and everything, because any bodily condition, any emotional condition, anything psychological is all generated by our own mind. So if you do this tapping and you are consistent with it, the message that you're giving your subconscious mind is that, look, now I want to change some things, and you better cooperate with me in bringing about that change. So I urge you to try this tapping exercise for any issue that you would like to resolve.